Gravity bike. The gravity bike is a special kind of bike that's really good at going downhill. It gets its name because it uses the force of gravity to move forward. Even though it might not look fancy, this bike is super speedy. If you find a nice slope, you could zip along at up to 80 miles per hour. The folks who made this bike wanted to make sure it's not just fast, but also a relaxing ride. You can enjoy the sounds of the road and the wind as you cruise along. This bike isn't too heavy either, weighing about 75 pounds. And it has wheels that are up to 20 inches in size. The seat is made of a special foam called Mini-Cell 200, which is comfy and does a great job of absorbing shocks and vibrations. Oh, and guess what? You can actually find step-by-step instructions with lots of pictures on a website called instructables.com. So if you're feeling adventurous, you can try building a similar bike yourself. Stoopidtaller. Hey, imagine you're really into biking, and sometimes, when you're out riding, a car drives by and the driver kind of looks down on you like they're better. Well, instead of just ignoring it, some people decided to build something really crazy. The stoopidtaller bike. This bike is enormous. It's over 20 feet tall, which is as tall as a two-story building. In fact, it even made it into the Guinness World Records as the tallest bicycle in the world back on December 26, 2013. To actually get on this bike, you'd need a pole or a wall to help you climb up. And get this, the person who made it not only managed to climb up to the seat, but also rode it around. Otherwise, it wouldn't have made it into the record books. No. Let's talk numbers. This thing is heavy, over 200 pounds heavy, and the wheels are massive, about 36 inches in size. Bigdog. The Bigdog is a unique bicycle designed to carry 4 people. It was built using various materials, including chromoly tubing, bicycle and golf cart parts, plastic drainage pipes, and other found items. The bike stands at 8.6 feet tall and is almost 6.4 feet wide, weighing 490 pounds. Riders will need to pedal to move the bike since it doesn't have a motor. Instead of regular seats, it features patio chairs for comfort, even in colder weather. The Bigdog has appeared at events like the Woodward Dream Cruise, Michigan's largest one-day car show. Additionally, the team behind the Bigdog has created other bicycle models, including more traditional cruiser designs. Snowboard bike. If you're someone who loves snowboarding but misses the thrill during hot summer days, the snowboard bike might catch your interest. It's designed to give you a similar experience to snowboarding. The standout feature is its 2 separate handlebars, allowing you to do cool tricks similar to winter sports. When riding, you sit sideways on the bike, controlling the front wheel with your right hand and the rear wheel with your left. It's got rim brakes since it's not meant for high speeds. The creator has experimented with different versions of the design and even made an unconventional scooter. They believe the snowboard bike marks the first significant change to bicycles in 200 years. It's gained attention from media outlets worldwide, with articles about it appearing in newspapers from the Netherlands, France, Japan, and Australia, showcased on the designer's website. Djuk Custom Chopper. Here's another cool chopper bike called the Djuk Custom Chopper. It's got that classic chopper look with a long front fork, a big rear wheel, and a unique handlebar, just like you'd expect. These bikes are crafted by experts from Serbia who can handle everything from designing to putting it all together and making sure it runs smoothly. Each Djuk Custom Chopper is made to order, so yours will be unique. But they all come with disc brakes on both wheels, a spot to rest your feet, and a comfy seat for those long rides. Reuleaux Triangle Bike by Phill. Reinventing the wheel on a bicycle is a challenge that many people are curious about. In 2012, at Burning Man, an event known for its creative displays, a bike with triangular wheels caught everyone's attention. Surprisingly, despite its unusual wheels, it moved swiftly around the area. Similarly, an inventor from China showcased a bike with both triangular and pentagonal wheels. The secret behind these unconventional wheels is simple. Instead of being perfectly straight, the sides of the triangles are curved. Ransforming tall bike. If you can't decide between a tall bike or a low bike, then the transforming tall bike might be just what you're looking for. This bike can change its height while you're riding it, giving you the flexibility of both a chopper and a city bike. It's a real head turner, making you look super cool. To transform it, all you have to do is shift your weight forward or backward. However, there's a catch. You need to get off quickly once your feet touch the ground, because if you wait too long, the seat will rise up again due to the weight shifting. You can find instructions for building one on instructables.com. Stance trike. What you're seeing here is a homemade vehicle called a stance trike. This term is often used for trikes that have a really low clearance from the ground and big rear wheels positioned in a distinctive way. Building one of these trikes isn't too hard, so some skilled folks even make and sell them. To put together a stance trike, car wheels and tires are typically used, but figuring out the seats can be a bit tricky. Some people take apart old seats to use, while others repurpose stadium seats. Those with a bit more cash might even order custom fiberglass seats meant for buggies. You can usually assemble one of these trikes in about a week without rushing, but the painting job and adding unique design elements are what really make it stand out. In the video, you'll notice cool touches like an unconventional license plate and a seat back that's inspired by anime culture, iconic shows like The Simpsons, various video games, and movies. Duobike. Let's talk about the duobike, a vehicle created by an Italian team. This bike is pretty unique because it has 4 wheels that can tilt, similar to the Yamaha Nikon trike and other similar vehicles. Having 4 wheels gives it great stability, which makes it attractive for people who aren't very experienced riders. Steering the duobike might feel a bit different, but it's actually quite easy to maneuver, even on the narrow streets of Italy. When you ride it, you lean against a special backrest, and the pedals are up front, like on recumbent bicycles. It's got rim brakes, but they're only on the rear wheels. Conference bike. You've probably heard of tandem bicycles, but have you ever heard of a triplet bike? That's a rare term used for 3-seater bikes. But what about a bike that can carry a whole group of 7 people? Well, meet the conference bike, or Kobe as its creators call it. The idea behind this bike is to turn boring meetings into something fun. When you ride it, it's like you're a modern-day group of knights sitting around the round table. It's got a steering wheel just like a car's, and if you need a break from pedaling, you can take on. These bikes are used in 18 countries around the world, and in the US, you can even find them at Google's California campus, bringing joy to the employees there. The creators of the conference bike see it as a revolutionary way to bring people together. They wonder if meetings might actually be more productive in this format. It's certainly a fun and unique way to get around and maybe even get some work done. Giant trike. Back in the 19th century in France, they used to say, "Advertising is the soul of business." And you know what? That's still true today. Let me tell you about a cool ad that the Czech company Skoda made to promote their Octavia Vast. In this ad, they showed all sorts of crazy stuff, like a huge lawnmower, a gigantic grill, an ice cream van that was over 20 feet tall, and of course, a massive trike. This trike really caught people's attention because it was super colorful.